Hello there, my name is Sammy and welcome to the next episode in my Stream Theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4, where I will be playing the game live while also providing analysis and commentary as I go. So, as I said last episode, we are very close to the end of the game. I only have, I believe, one mission or one series of missions left. Right around here, but right now I'm working on the legendary ships. Done 2 of them already, and probably get to the next 2 today. Now I think I want to focus directly on the legendary ships today entirely. So if I actually finish those early, then I might call the episode short, because I want to dedicate the very last episode to the last sprint of missions, if you will, so I can better coordinate my concluding thoughts on the game. So, with that in mind, this will probably be the penultimate episode. Possibly, maybe there'll be 2 more episodes, depending on how long the final mission will take. I think it's highly likely that I'll finish the game entirely this week, and next week I might be on to a new game. So, first of all, let me check to see if the stream is actually going before I get too close to this. Do a sound check. I think I might want to do is... I'll go after this ship here, but the last legendary ship, maybe I want to find that elite heavy shot upgrade. And that'll be like the last major upgrade that I want as far as combat or naval combat goes. So the ship has to be around here somewhere, right? There it is. So this was the first one I actually looked or attempted, and it promptly kicked my ass. So the key thing here is that this is a fairly straightforward battle. It's a very powerful ship. It can tear through me in no time. However, the gimmick of this battle, I guess, is that visibility is very low. I wonder what the key way to deal with this is. Oh, I actually started this battle very poorly because I forgot to repair my ship first, which I probably should have done. Maybe I want to leave. Yeah, I'll leave and repair my ship. That was not very smart of me. If I just keep heading on this direction, I should get back to the island there. So already this mission, or this battle, is doomed, so I should probably just leave. Head straight back to the island. Okay, here come more mortars. I'm just out of range. Yeah, okay, so sorry about that. My mistake was definitely attempting this when I was at low health. Right. Yeah, can I please leave the area? I actually want to leave the area. Not smart to attempt this ship now. I'm getting the warning, if you leave the area, your progress to get this ship will be lost. I do want to leave the area. Okay, I think should be out of it now. So here there will be a harbor master, and I can... That's what I should have done first thing before I attempted this, was repair my ship back to full. Okay. So, back to... Where's the harbor master on this island? Somewhere around here. Around here, yeah.
Something I can help you with?
Okay, so we sell some of that sugar and rum. Use some cash to repair the ship with. No, not that. Repair. Okay. All good. Just check on the upgrades for a second. Heavy shot is the last thing I need. Heavy shot. Maybe I want to do that before I attempt this battle, because this one's one of the tougher ones. Just because there is essentially no trick. There's no trick against fighting the ship. You just have to straight up fight the ship, avoid taking damage, and just maximize your damage output against the ship. And you have to do it within very low visibility. Either that, or there is a trick to the battle and I just haven't figured it out yet. Either way, should be much better off attempting it now. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's going to be too much in terms of commentary and analysis in this particular episode. I'm just going to be reacting to the battles as they come. Since I've already seen this one, there isn't going to be much there. Previous battles, though, have been really interesting. And I attempted to, you know, break them down and give my first impressions regarding them as I did it. So, yeah, this one seems to be, as far as I've seen, it's a very powerful ship, and you're just your environment around you is the variable that you have to work with or work around.
Looks like a ship. Looks like a ghost ship.
Plus, it's also generally powerful as well. Hits you really hard. It has a super long range, so you can't even just run away and keep your distance and then come at it. Like try to rush it or anything. Just basically have to do damage as you can. I seem to be much better equipped at this battle than before. I think if I just keep on mashing it, I can eventually do this. Ooh, I took full damage on that. Okay, coming down to the wire here. Nice. Yep, definitely came down to the wire. Look at my health there. Look at my health. It's just sliver left. Great battle. Straightforward. We're just strafing around each other, trying to maximize damage, and I just eked out the win there. Whew. Okay. So that was pretty awesome, I have to say. Let's head back to the island, and I guess I could take down like this ship over here to repair, but might as well just use the armor brass to repair. I don't want to spend too much time on combat. So yeah, that one was straightforward, great atmosphere, and you basically just have to outgun your opponent, keep on hammering the ship before they destroy you. As far as straightforward battles go, that one's probably the best in the game. No trick to it, just keep on hammering it. And if you yield even for a few seconds, then you greatly increase your chances of dying, losing that battle. Yeah, that battle strikes me as you have to be really brave, and you have to just stay within range of its guns, because if you try to attempt to like retreat and go out of range for just a second or so, then what'll happen is it'll just gun you down with its long range stuff. So you have to stay inside the cone of its effective long range, or where its long range mortars are the most effective. I suppose if I was really good at the battle, I could also try to work in mortar shots as well, and maybe even been able to defeat it even faster. But I was really focused on just doing the swivel guns and the main guns, and that was all I really need to be able to take it down. Maybe if I tried a second attempt, I might have tried to work in more damage by using the mortars and then increase my overall output. As far as I could tell, definitely able to eke out a win there. Okay, so again, we're no longer. You know, if it just takes this long to defeat these last two legendary ships, maybe I will go ahead and do the last mission. I don't know exactly how long that'll take, but I don't want to stream for like 20 minutes, and I want to actually have a meaty stream. So yeah, I might as well do the last mission then too. Looks like the closest place to go is right here, so I'll go there. Maybe I'm selling myself short by not trying to tempt these ships with a less upgraded version of my ship. Like, maybe hold off on the upgrades and see if I can do that challenge, but I don't see why I would want to deliberately hold back my ship. I think these ships, it's implied that you want to take them down when you are fully upgraded. Like, that's the end game content, so to speak. Kind of like when you are playing a certain massive multiplayer RPG or MMO RPG. There is the leveling up content, the content that you explore as you're leveling up your character, and then there's the end game content that you can only experience once you've fully leveled up your character to the maximum level that game allows. And a lot of people say that that's where the real game begins. As far as my thoughts on that kind of content, just like these legendary ships, how I mentioned, they're great, but they require a lot of time commitment in order to be able to effectively deal with the combat. Same thing with endgame content. You don't want to hold back your best content until so far into the game that people won't realistically be able to reach within a reasonable amount of time. Like, you want to spread out your good content throughout the game so that you're constantly experiencing interesting stuff. 2 Man of Wars. Oh my goodness. So that's the trick of this one. There are 2 of them. Yep, that's 2 ships. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. That's gonna be interesting. 2 Man of Wars, Captain. Like, they recorded that dialogue especially for this, I bet. Or in certain scripted instances where you see 2 of them coming after you. Alright, well, here goes. I wonder what the trick of this will be.
They're heading straight for us.
Here they come.
Get our dogs right to mark. Ready to fire, Captain.
Need them to be in range. There we go.
Awaiting orders, sir.
I'm gonna try to isolate one. Try not to get caught within, like, both of them. That'd be terrible. Okay, so this one seems to be closer now. Try to work in a mortar here and there. I'm trying to hit, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, I want to get this one down. Gotta take this one down. Give me a chance. I don't know where the other ship... Oh, I actually sank that one. But now, it's just a matter of sinking this one. Oh boy, they're just shredding me now. Okay. So I took one down. Did some damage to the second one, but yeah, this is going to be tough to figure out. I think I need to replenish my mortars a bit. How many mortars do I have? 8. Okay. So, nearest island. I'm actually already... Let's just fast travel back there. Oh, unavailable. Okay, I have to actually turn myself around. 180 degrees, of course. It's difficult to do with these ships. Okay. Let's head back. Of course, can't fast travel there for some reason, but whatever. I'll just buy some mortars from this area, from this fort. I'm gonna need them in order to maximize my damage output. So, one thing I want to work on is making sure I don't get in between them. That's how they maximize their output, by hitting me from both sides. So if I'm able to stay on one side of one ship, then the other ship will have a difficult time of hitting me. I think I can do this if I just make sure I follow those key elements to my strategy here. So far I think the first two ships that I did were the best, because those were the least straightforward. You needed to position yourself very strategically, and you can only damage them in a very specific strategy, which is very similar to the way Dark Souls bosses worked. You had to figure them out and then carry out your strategy properly and skillfully. The other ones seem to be more straightforward. The last two that I'm doing, the ghost ship, fairly straightforward. Defeat him before he defeats you. Oh, I have nothing to repair. Alright, yeah, right, I don't need to repair. I just want to buy some ammunition. So, mortars, yes. These are important. Pull up my heavy shots as well. And barrels? Yeah, I could use barrels.
My fair winds fight.
Let's try this over again.
Captain, have the helm.
So the main detail of this particular battle is that there are two of them. Otherwise, it is fairly straightforward, and I guess being able to maneuver so that you don't get utterly destroyed by the two ships is in itself difficult to do. Requires a certain finesse to handle. I think I should be able to do it. Say anything yet? As I said in the last episode, really like these battles. These are, I guess, a great culmination of the ship battles in general. Great way to test your mettle. And they're the epitome of how well these battles can be constructed. How well the battle systems work. So where the battles have gotten a little bit mundane and straightforward over the course of the game, suddenly they're back to being fascinating and interesting to tackle. Okay, this one get 10,000, so I think the other ones offered 20,000. Not even as... Or actually, they're probably 10,000 each, right? Okay, so 10,000 for both of them. 10,000 each, 20,000 total. Okay. There we go again. Alright, so... Try...
They're heading straight for us. We're outnumbered.
Position myself so that I'm only on one side of one ship.
We're ready, sir.
Okay, so I can position myself on the side of this ship. I think that's the best I can do.
Brace yourself!
Oh, that was a whiff. Okay, they're probably going to start to turn around. Just out of range. The Sovereign is the one in the front here. That's the one probably work on taking down. Okay. Turn around a bit.
Awaiting a briefing! Hurry! Close together! Brace for impact!
Need to take this one down. Down. Okay. So I'm in a much better position than I was last time.
Ready to fire, sir!
Now it's 1 against 1. One's not looking good.
Fasten yourselves!
I think that's it.
Go to planks!
Nice, nice, nice. So, I think I missed the... Alright, the charge attack allows you to temporarily speed up the jackdaw to ram an enemy ship with more strength. Hold left trigger while looking forward and then double tap A to charge. Interesting. Try that now. Okay. Interesting. So I have a special ram, I guess. So I want to see if I can find the drop related to the other ship. I might have lost it, actually. That's the downside of having 2 ships. Not terribly important to get the drop. That's not appearing on my map. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Okay, well. That was a great battle. Able to manage it the second time after making sure that I stay on one side of both ships. Try not to get caught in the middle. So I guess you do get a reward from an actual gameplay reward related to the taking down the legendary ships, which actually means that you should probably do them earlier than I did. Maybe even try to tackle them far earlier in the game than before. Because now, like, I'm so near the end of the game, it's basically there's no... I can't put this new ability to use, really, because I'm all done with exploring the main game here, so... Or the main overworld. So yeah, it's great I got a new upgrade, and that the legendary ships are tied to an actual gameplay ability that you don't have before, you don't have access to before. Then again, you have to do them. You only can only get it so late into the game that you can't really put it into effect. So, okay, I will. Yeah, since that took a lot less time than I thought, I guess I will work on the next mission here. So I guess the main concluding thought, which ran through all of my attempts, like against the legendary ship battles. Great battles, interesting. They have their own twists. I kind of wish that those interesting twists on the ship battles were kind of strewn across the game proper. You know, throughout, you don't have to wait so long to reach them. It's a shame that the greatest content is only effectively doable. Well, maybe it's not the greatest content, but such great content is doable mainly from. Where's this mission? Is it right here? Yeah. Turn onto this the observatory. So, start the mission. Yeah, I wish that those interesting twists on the naval battle were strewn across the experience, and that you didn't have to wait so long or upgrade your ships so high in order to tackle them down. Maybe if there were legendary ships with across various level requirements, like say, or we suggest you do this legendary ship at this level with these upgrades.
Is that pirate hunter dead?
Aye, by my own
And the
hand.
toughest one later on.
Why is it you alone can find what so many want?
I was born with memories of this place. Memories of another time entirely, I think. Like another life I've already led.
Curse you for a lurch, man, and speak some sense.
Not today. After you, Captain. The path ahead is dangerous. The men native to this land will put up a fight. Are you willing to push back if necessary, huh? To kill if needed?
You'll hear from me soon.
So incapacitate the dudes while unarmed. Some nice environmental touches here. Warning sign. And you notice how this is good environment design because it communicates wordlessly. It communicates through the environment itself, which is great. I love it when games do this, when environmental designers use the environment to tell a story, and as well that the game does not deliberately comment on that. Like there are no words necessary here. They're not saying, "Oh, look, hey, there's a warning. Hey, look, hey, player, look at these guys. There's a warning." It's entirely left up to you to see them and then make what you will out of them. Clear the jungle. And I have to do, according to this, there are incapacitate all guardians while unarmed, incapacitate guardians from stalking zones, so 5. Okay, so this is another island that I have not explored yet. One dude there. I wonder how I can reach him without... Do I do this? Sleep dart? Should probably fashion more sleep darts then. Okay, that's one dude. I see another one already. There's one. Incapacitate them from stalking zones. It's gonna be difficult. Okay, well. There are probably going to be other opportunities to do that. Okay, can I get this guy without him noticing? Alright, so that's 1 out of 5. So I'm thinking that this would probably not be the last mission, because there's more to this island to explore, right? 3 different viewpoints, sync points to it. I'm assuming I'll have a chance to actually explore this island a little bit more later on. So I got one dude. In the stalking zone. Gotta make sure I keep unarmed here. It seems like they can't see you if they're ducked down. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I guess that's the only way that they can actually make sure you're able to take them down from the stalking zones. Despite being in the stalking zones themselves. So when they take a peek from above, that's when you want to make sure you're hidden yourself. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Try this again. Alright, when he ducks down, and I will turn. Alright, there's one dude there that I did not notice. How am I gonna get this guy? Guess from the other side? Has to be the only way to do it. Like right there, the entrance of the... Okay, there's another one here. It doesn't work, see? How am I supposed to get this guy from the stocking zone? Not make a whole lot of sense. Wait, so these other guys disappear? You do that? You just finish it? That's a little strange. Yeah, doing the whole stocking zone thing is unreasonably difficult because they're like the stocking zones are so small and they notice you right away if you even try to get inside the stocking zones. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this properly. Alright, so this is Long Bay, and this is where the last Mayan stele is. Okay, dude down there. Should be able to reach him. Or any more. Not around here. So this one is a better example. This makes sense. This one guy I can actually reach. Two more. Okay, looks like there's a dude over there. And I need one more. Okay, there's one guy over there, looks like. Okay, so as long as I don't get killed by this alligator over here, then I should be fine. Nice, 5 out of 5. Okay, continue to be unarmed, have to remember that. Alright, I guess this is where my AI buddies are hanging out. While they wait for me to clear out the area. Where is this? In this direction somewhere. Oh, it's probably going the wrong way then. Aha. Around here somewhere. Okay, I thought this was the way back, but it's apparently the way forward. Got it. Fortunately for these natives, I have assassin DNA. There's no match for their skills, apparently. Even on their home turf, I have a ridiculous advantage. far as taking them all down. Points up there. I want to focus on that stuff later on. I think I'll have another opportunity to explore this island before the final mission. But yeah, of course I could be wrong about that. Good old sync point. Amazing how so many of Ubisoft's games have centered around this sort of cycle of exploration. Find a new area, go to some sort of sync point, and you learn about that area, you learn about the collectibles in the general vicinity, and then do your exploration in that area, you move on to a new area, and repeat. Basically, Ubisoft has implemented this. Well, the developers there have experimented with that general cycle of play, of experience, through the Assassin's Creed series, but then they've brought it over into other series as well. Most notably, the Far Cry series has something similar. And that actually wasn't the case in previous entries in the series. I guess the popularity, the success, and the efficiency of that sort of loop of play just makes it too efficient. I don't know why I couldn't take that guy down from the stalking zone, but whatever. Apparently not in the cards. Can take this guy down, I think. There we go. Okay, so still unarmed, so I still should be good as far as mission goes. Hopefully the sleep dart that I used did not count as being armed. Okay, search zone narrowed. Yeah, I'll explore this island a little bit later once I'm done this mission. Anything along the way I'll pick up, but for now, I think I'll focus on the mission at hand. This makes sense to me. Okay, wait for him to turn around, I guess. This, I guess, is a really good example of fairly fine um, stealth mission, stealth focused mission. One of my favorite types of, general Assassin's Creed missions. At least before the whole naval element was introduced to the series. I think the series was at its weakest when you had to... The game is at its weakest when you have to resort to general fisticuffs. Although the systems involved with direct combat are fairly decent. They're serviceable. Much better to work your stealth. Succeed at the stealth portions. Just around the corner there. I'm hoping that unarmed means just don't kill them in lethal means. Use non-lethal methods. Okay. Judging by the amount of sleep darts that I'm getting, I think that's signaling to me that sleep darts are probably okay to use. Dark darts are also full. I think there might be a dude up here somewhere. Or is he? I guess he's below. Yeah, there he is. I'll wait for him to come to me. Looks like I might have to take these guys down. He wants me to clear the cave, so I think that means everybody. Should be able to take them down at once, at the same time, I think. If I... That was not very finesse. I think I can take this guy down at least. There we go. It's a shame you can't just double knockout from an air. You can't do a double air knockout. You can only do one at a time. In order to do the double takedown, it has to be a double kill using your dual blades. That's the rule there. Clear the last jungle. I guess this is meant to be the ultimate test of stealth, I suppose. And I think it is a very good one. In general, I am enjoying the way the stealth works here. The general setup and distribution of the enemies versus where you can hide in the environment. There aren't too many places where it's just too awkward for you to actually take down dudes. So it looks like the levels are very well designed, I suppose, to allow you to make those moves. I don't need to take down any more dudes from the stocking zones, right? So I'll just... Okay, fine. Let's go into direct combat. Second. Okay, so get at this chest here. There it is. This is on the way. I guess this game doesn't do that, where if your character goes in water, you'll look wet. I mean, even going back to like Uncharted 2007 or like Lara Croft, they had really good wet looks for them whenever you go into water. Here the clothes don't look soaked, they just look normal. Yeah, it's interesting when you think about like what systems that the developers have to choose in order to support to make your game look realistic. Some games prioritize some things over others, but no one game is able to get everything, right? So while one will have good physics, it might not have a good soaked look. It's because developers did not implement that into the game. Felt that wasn't totally necessary. I mean, yeah, you only have resources to do so much in the game, so you have to prioritize something over another. This is why I don't think... It's for reasons like that that realism isn't a totally realistic goal in and of itself, just because you can't get everything. You might get good physics here, but yeah, this game has good physics, and the movement of objects in the world is very realistic. However, there will always be something missing, like that wet look, that prevents you from truly believing the game looks real. So I think the most important thing the game could focus on is a stronger art style. And that's not to say that Assassin's Creed doesn't have a strong art style. It definitely does. Well, it has an okay art style, I guess. It has this. You can see it mainly in the general aesthetics, in the menus. This sort of futuristic, clean look with cool colors, whites, blues, a sort of a digital look to the Animus. And I guess that's also meant to contrast the historical stuff, which does not have amazing technology, right? You're delving back into history, so it's a more down to earth look there. So it's there is some artistic elements incorporated here, deliberately speaking. For the most part, it doesn't have a very strong art, and say. Very difficult to point to something like that. I don't know why I can't hide behind this thing. Throughout the game, I've been able to hide behind so many different things. And that was the... You expect to be able to hide behind a wall like that, right? And then it just fails. Okay, this guy's gonna come and investigate. Alright. By the way, the mine's delay is right here.
All this.
Since it's right here, I guess I might as well do it. Right? I think this is the last one. I can totally do it now, right? Okay, 3 things. Seems fairly straightforward. There it is. Compare this, the way the game's approach to realism looks compared to Uncharted's approach. They both delve in the same sort of environments, a sort of tropical environment. But and then they of course prioritize different things. Although both are trying to achieve a form of realistic style. Because it's interesting that this game, although it came out several years after, five or so years after Uncharted, and it's not necessarily mind-blowingly different. I guess that's because of the console generation. This is basically the end of that PS3, Xbox 360 console generation, although this also did release on the PS4 and Xbox One consoles. Because it needed to work on both, it's still bound by that previous console gen. And so a game like Uncharted doesn't look any less great at simulating that realism than something like Assassin's Creed 4, despite their time difference. Yeah, I don't know, it's a very complex subject, and I'm only scratching the surface here based on what I'm observing, but yeah, I think there can be even more said about... Alright, I guess... these cubic objects. Whoa!
Jesus, Roberts! Have you gone mad?
Quite the contrary, Edward.
Hmm.
These wags would have gone mad at seeing what lies beyond this gate. But you... I suspect you're made of sterner stuff. Now, pick up that chest and carry
Now
it.
that took me by surprise. Holy crap. I also like that, unlike most of the scenes done through the game with dialogue and, actual dialogue between characters, rather, between Kenway here and somebody else, this is one of the few where interaction is preserved and it isn't done through a cutscene. There are a few other ones where you're like walking with somebody and your character is talking with them and you're still preserve control, but very few of them for sure. So those are always a welcome sight, I think. Whenever interactivity is preserved, whenever it makes sense to preserve it,
Dirty and
becomes more impactful as a result.
quite as I remember, but it
I think that was a good example.
millennia.
Ah, rot. That's impossible.
Step as if on thin ice, Captain. I must say I'm quite taken by this new vocation of mine, and it may amuse you to know that I have authored my own articles of conduct.
Creed of your own, eh?
To keep the peace, yes. I forbid all gambling upon the deck, for instance, for it leads to more conflict than camaraderie. Desertion during battle is forbidden. And I require that all men keep their pieces and cutlasses clean and fit for service at all times.
Sensible.
And punishable by death if disobeyed.
Well, that's a step further than I'd go. Look at this place.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Aye. Like something out of a fairy tale, or one of them old poems.
There were many stories about this place once. Tales that turned into rumors and again into legend. The inevitable process of facts becoming fictions before fading away entirely.
Okay, now that they're done talking, so I'll make one last point on the interactive storytelling.
Yes, these cubes
Always gotta
contain the
mention
blood
that
of an old and ancient people. A wonderful race.
the bad example of the interactivity while dialogue is going on is the tailing missions, just because it just
Only remember this.
takes your focus away too much from the dialogue at hand.
It may be again one day, but not in this evil.
We have ourselves a cutpurse! Help!
Okay, so wonder if this is going to be the end of the game, and then after this I'll be thrust back into the world to do any final exploration. But I guess we're going to find out. Alright, here goes.
What's that noise?
Ah, yes, a security measure. Just a moment. There we are.
So what is this place?
Think of it as a large spyglass, such as we sailors carry. A device capable of seeing great distances.
Interesting.
This is bloody witchcraft.
No, this is Mr. Jack Rackham, somewhere in the world at this moment.
I have to admire whenever,
This
even
is
though you're
happening
in
right
this
now.
real-time
Who's
dialogue
that?
sequence,
Aye.
they still take the time to
I
preserve
haven't the faintest
lip
idea
movements.
how to pilot a ship. That ain't work a woman does.
Gosh, I've seen a score of ladies who can reef a sail and spin a capstan.
And would you teach me to fight? With a cut glass, like? And maybe handle a pistol?
All that and more. But you have to want it and work for it. There's no stumbling into true success.
Hey, that's my lass you're making love to. You lay off, or I'll catch ya.
Up your ass, Rackham. Lad's the last thing you should be calling me.
Oh, is that right, is it? Lad?
A curious bunch. Let's try another. Governor Woods Rogers.
Woods Rogers, okay. I'm gonna let this play out like a cutscene. I don't want to talk too much over it. I mean, there isn't a whole lot for you to actually do, even despite being, you know, kept in the interactive, kept in control. So it is effectively a cutscene, but still,
Simple pledge of loyalty is all you need suggest to the
like
House of
there's
Commons.
any bit of interactivity
Gesture.
at all.
And
Makes a big difference.
ceremonial drop of blood taken from the finger. That's all.
The ministers may give me trouble, but it should be easy enough to convince the House of Lords. They do adore an excess of pomp and circumstance.
Exactly. Tell them it's a show of fealty to the king against those revolting Jacobites.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, these Templars.
The crucial detail is the blood. You must get a sample from each man. We want to be ready when we find the observatory.
Agreed.
A precious tool, you see.
Now we're into a
That's what it
cutscene, a
is.
more proper
Not
cutscene.
so. Every mechanism that gives this device its light is a true and physical thing. Ancient, yes, but nothing supernatural or strange.
We'll be masters of the ocean with that.
Oh, such ambition.
Curse, your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Nothing in my code about loyalty,
course.
boy. You played your role, but our partnership is done. You're a dead man, Roberts.
But I think the reason why the game, well, it is switching to a cutscene as in a storytelling technique, because it needs to do more nuanced animations with these characters that can't be really achieved very effectively in a more interactive state. Like when you're in the interactive mode of the game, then you got to work within the regular animations of the way your character moves. But if you want to do more elaborate movements, like having Kenway being knocked off the cliff like that into the water, and have that be directed in the way that you want it to, shot or in a way you want to convey, and then you got to go to a cutscene. So I guess, yeah, there's a give and take to each style, and the game will use one style or another depending on what's necessary. So find a way out. I know there's a weapon select. Okay. So it's going this way. No, there isn't a diving sequence. I mean, by that I mean I can't dive, so. Just trying to find my way up. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be more parkour platforming sort of system. Or segment of play here. I probably didn't need to go this way. Probably just need to go over here. Seeing something on the... Oh, it's right up there, I see. How the heck do you get up there? Oh, I guess that's... I just answered my own question. But I want to... How do I get that? Yeah, if I jump off that ledge, that won't work. Exactly do I get that? Very curious. Curious. And I suppose I could always just look into this later. Really doesn't look like there's a way to get that thing. Oh, I think, yeah, there might... Okay, I see how you get it. Climb up here first. And climb up this wall and go around. While I have this figured out, I might as well do it now, I guess. Yes, I know. I've played an Assassin's Creed game before. Alright. Is there a quick way down here, or... just fall to my death? Is that actually the way out? Yeah, I think it might be. So that was okay. That was just on the way, and to begin with. I see. survive. That's an objective. This was all enemies. Well, that's fun.
Robots!
Okay.
Oh, you're Jack.
Oh, I see.
Edward. Eh? That's the beauty of a democracy. The many outvote the one. Oh, you could sail with me, but with a temper as hot as yours, I fear you'd burn us all to cinders. Luckily, I know the king's bounty on your head is a large one, and I intend to collect. Have you ever seen the inside of a Jamaican prison, boy? Have you?
Alright then. So it looks like this is the end of that memory. Then there might be one more mission. Probably want to leave that for the next part then. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I see. It's gonna be taken out of the Animus at this point. I was wondering when we were going to be taken out next time. I guess so close to the end. This will be the final outside the Animus segment, probably. Why am I here? What is this? Okay.
Hello? How are you? If you're anxious, that'll pass. It's the midazolam. I'm sorry about this, but we've had so many security breaches, we were forced to take drastic action, and Olivier is missing. He left for Chicago 2 days ago, but no one's seen him since. I know this seems excessive, but with our high-level security clearance, we have an obligation to our shareholders. Rest assured, we will compensate you when the hacker is found. So get some rest, okay? And if you're up to it, maybe capture some more footage? You're doing amazing work. I can't wait to show you the work we've been doing with your stuff. Take care.
So, they tossed you in the bunker. Nice. Those Templars upstairs aren't taking any chances. I think we need to erase all the dirt they might have on you. Did you hear that? I think I just gave you level 3 security clearance. Now, head to the security room and use the cameras to watch the door to the server farm. Unfortunately, Melanie's in there now, so when I escort her out, that's when you make your move. I'd wipe these servers myself, but as the head of IT, I'd be a suspect. It has to be someone they've already locked up. Ah, these Templars. They run
All right.
lives, you know.
Let this guy talk.
What the hell are you doing? This is no time to go back to work.
Okay. So I'll end it right there. I think that's a great place to you know, end and a nice cliffhanger for the next part. And I think probably the next part will be the last episode in this series of Assassin's Creed 4 Let's Play Stream Theory Let's Play. I won't let him talk any further or any other dialogue. See you at the next part. So, thank you all for watching. Things are getting really interesting now. The story is finally starting to reach a sort of point where we're finally getting to see what's going on, why we're doing what we're doing. It's a shame that it has to happen so late in the game. I guess that's my main problem with the way the story and the storytelling has worked so far, is that it's been a little too convoluted, a little too subtle and light. And if there were a little bit more details, if it was a little more developed, then I think it would have been more interesting throughout the experience. But I don't know, for some reason they went for a more a subtler approach, a very I'm not sure what the word is for it, but they went for, the developers of the game, the writers of the story went for a very I guess subtle is the best word I can think of right now, live here, and perhaps just a little too subtle, a little too much of a mystery. Yeah, a lot of the mystery and trying to figure out the what, but they don't give you enough of the why you need to do it. The why, I think, is more important than the what. So why you're doing it, the motivation, for some reason they wanted to hold that back as well. So, right, so I guess we're going to find out those answers regardless, since we're so near the end of the game. And we'll find that out in the next episode. With that, I will conclude the stream here and say, if you want to watch the archives up until this point, catch up, you can go over to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/YamsterSam. You can also follow me on Twitter at YamsterSam to find out when I go live. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to go over to my Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/YamsterSam. So, thanks again for watching, and I will see you later.